Here with Bo Nickal after a dynamic performance against Ryder. Bo, I want to talk to you a little bit about your style. You're a really dynamic wrestler, explosive hips. Can you tell me how you developed your style? And
yeah, you know, I've always just grown up and been coached not to be afraid to go out there and score points, and I've just developed a lot of different techniques from all over the country. Really, my dad did a good job. He was a wrestling coach, showed me a lot of like the basics, so I learned like to start like, with him and stuff, and so then just he took me here all around the country. So I really didn't develop it in like one single area. It's kind of this.
So, what age did you start wrestling? 6?
Yeah.
And when did you notice that you were more explosive than the average wrestler?
Probably right when I started.
Really? Okay. So did your dad do any kind of interesting progressions to get you to be so dynamic?
You know, we were always working hard in there. We did a lot of like just extra work and stuff like that, like with bands and just extra stuff, squat jumps, things like that. And I guess that helps. And he showed me a lot of techniques and stuff like that, and I just kind of picked it up.
Okay. You got banged up last year during your redshirt freshman season. Can you tell me a little bit about kind of what the emotions and thought processes were when you were trying to come through the injury? I think it's your first serious injury, correct?
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't really that serious. I was only out for like 2 weeks, so it was just my shoulder got a little messed up and gave me a little time to refocus and think about like why I was doing what I was doing, and what I kept coming back to is just the fact that I love wrestling. I love going out there and competing, and it's my favorite thing to do. And so that kind of has been motivation and driving me since then. So kind of just give me a chance to step back and just realize some things.
Did you do any different training after that injury for your shoulders?
No, not really. No? I mean, we have the best training staff in the country, no doubt. And Dan Monthly is huge in our team and helping us stay healthy, and if we're ever injured to get back on the mat as fast as possible. So, I mean, I can't give Dan enough credit. He's an amazing guy, an amazing trainer. So, shouts out to him because he's keeping us out there on the mat healthy.
You guys are in the middle of a pretty dominant run so far early in the season. Can you tell me what the energy is like and what your emotions are like being part of this team?
It's pretty awesome, honestly. I love competing with these guys. You know, they're great athletes and even better people. So it's just something I really enjoy, and it's really like a family with us. We all get along great, and it's just a lot of positive vibes. So I like it a lot.
Can you tell me who you're working out with in the room?
You know, it doesn't. You don't really like kind of. It's not really like a set guy. You know, we kind of just like wrestled everybody. I mean, this morning I warmed up with Nickal and then yesterday I worked out with Morgan McIntosh, and so you know, I mean, I wrestled with the 125 one day and 197 heavyweight the next day. So I mean, kind of just everybody gets different looks from everybody.
So you're out of Texas, and you said your dad's already your coach, but can you tell me a little bit about Texas wrestling that somebody might not know? Yeah,
Texas wrestling is definitely on the rise. I mean, if you look at it, Texas has I believe it's like 4th or 5th most wrestlers out of any state in the United States, and only like 3% of Texas athletes are wrestlers, which is insane considering most states have like 7-8% of their athletes are wrestlers. So I mean, if it continues to grow, it's going to get huge, and there's just a crazy amount of athletes in Texas overall. So
just going to take a D1 program to kind of start there, right?
Honestly, if there was a D1 program out there, it would make a huge difference. But I don't really see that happening in the near future. Maybe in 5-10 years it could happen if the right people get involved in the right situation and stuff like that. And so I would hope that would happen, because there's tons of athletes and a lot of potential coming out of Texas that most people don't really realize that.
Yeah. Are you a big goals guy? Are you a one day at a time guy? What are your goals for the season?
Yeah, you know, I mean, obviously there's goals, there's stuff that I'm working towards, but I just take it one day, one match at a time. So it doesn't really mean anything like the future or the past. It's all about here and now, in my opinion. So that's the only thing I can focus on. If I get too caught up in the past, then that's bad. If I get looking too far ahead, that's bad. So I just like to stay focused right in the here and now.
Well, I just want to say you got the best style in the NCAA, and if everybody wrestled with that kind of style, I think wrestling would be a little more popular.
Thank you.
Keep it up. Good luck this season.
Appreciate it.